Okay, today we're going to take a look at the Topcoat in Full Metal Jacket Copper with Black Iridium.
This is the O Review podcast. O Review.
Okay, so let's take a look at these. These came out in 1997. They came out a year before the Moons, and much like the Moons, they're going to have some of the same issues being in that era. And pretty much, they're going to have a lot of the stylings of glasses from the 90s. So much like the eye jacket, the straight jacket, trench coat, they're going to have the molded icon that ranged from the 1994 to 1997 era. Much like the trench coats, the eye jackets, the Moons, they are going to have that brittleness to it. And they are very prone to break right about here. So, unlike the Moons, which I haven't had a problem or seen anyone with a broken stem, but I'm sure that pretty much happens. The Moons tended to break right around the orbitals. These ones break right there. And this pair actually broke, and I was able to fix it by drilling out some of the ear stem on both sides, cutting off a nail, sticking it in, and then gluing it. And it usually, pretty much holds up fine. But of course I wouldn't wear it. This model came from a friend. We started looking into older models when we first got into Oakley, and aside from the ones that were currently offered, I looked at a lot of the past models and I realized, there's a lot more out there, and there are things that aren't being sold anymore that I like. So he picked this up on eBay, and at the time I didn't really use eBay. I had years earlier when I wrote personal checks for everything, but with PayPal and all that, I just didn't bother with it. But he went and bought it. Didn't cost too much. But when they broke, he gave them to me so they can kind of go with the rest of the collection, and I was able to fix them to the point where they make a good display item. But, obviously I wouldn't wear them just because, probably the other side will break or something else will break, or, basically they're really just a collector's piece at this point. So, just kind of taking a look at the style of it. The interesting thing is instead of, the ear stem starting in the middle and wrapping around, they kind of almost have a, upper curve to it, which most of the Oakleys really didn't do. Usually they try to wrap around with the 3-point fit. But, this model's, it's slightly unique. It's, I hate to say it's sporty, but, it does have sort of a little more aggressive styling to it than most of the models at the time, especially with the frog skins. This being a jacket, it has the ear socks, and it kind of fits in the eye jacket, trench coat, straight jacket line. Okay, so these came in 4 stock models. There's the Full Metal Jacket Copper that you see here. There also came in Corton, in Metallics Black, and in White Chrome. And pretty much all those came in black lenses. Trying to think if the other ones came in gold, but I think pretty much Black Iridium is what most of them came in. There's also a new blue model, which was an athlete exclusive, and the new blue is basically, it's sort of a metallic blue. It came out in the racing jacket, basically replaces the older blue, which was just a flat blue. And my friend has a copy of those, or a pair of those, and he sent me over a video clip so I can show that. Real nice pair. Unfortunately, it wasn't really released to the public, so the only ones I have are the original 4. And I did go out and collect all of them because I ended up kind of liking the style in the end. So the Topcoat was another pair I have where I just went out and got all of the colorways. And being only 4, and like the Moons being only 3, it wasn't really that hard to do. So I was able to pretty much piece them together. This is the most common one. You find this one a lot. I found these actually even at retail, as much as a couple years ago, online retail, but they were going for like $50 discount. So they were really easy to pick up, and I highly recommend it to anyone at the time to go out and grab a copy because they're a real nice pair. They make a great collector's piece. The Full Metal Jacket copper coating is real nice satin finish, nice look to it. Almost on par with the copper penny as far as the sheen goes. But so that's pretty much it. You get the top coat lettering on the inside, which was common at the time. You get the ear socks. There's no nose bombs, so they kind of just ride on your nose. But overall, the fit's usually pretty snug, so it's not an issue there. So that's pretty much it. Just another nice piece from the late 90s, mid 90s. It has a lot of the old stylings on it. Unfortunately, it also has a lot of the limitations that the Moon and the eye jacket had at the time. As we moved to 1999, there was a big renovation, everything changed, and I keep harping on that, but eventually hopefully should be able to show you some of the ones from 1999 and the differences between the previous ones. So as such, this is the pre-1999 O-Matter, that's why you have the issues, and basically that's that. So hope you enjoyed this. I believe next week I'm going back to the X Metals. I'm going to do the X Metal 20 in the titanium oxide or the TiO2 colorway. So hopefully you can take a look at that and see what that has to offer. So again, hope you like this and take care. Thanks.